Hi, my name is Addie Price, and I live in Framingham, and I am an ESL teacher at Fuller Middle School. And I'm speaking today because these cuts are not just numbers. I am one of the teachers who will likely lose my job if you accept these cuts. The teachers and staff I work with at Fuller know that the special sauce that supports our students doesn't come from textbooks or the data modern day education loves. Our success comes from having teachers that can communicate with our families. Our success comes from having teachers to support our students by meeting them where they are, enough teachers to support our students by meeting them where they are, and providing them with the scaffolds that they so desperately need. Unfortunately, it seems that politicians and other powers that be in Framingham might not understand that. And make no mistake, when I speak about powers that be, I am speaking about you. You can decide whether my colleagues and I can continue to give ourselves to our students, whether we can continue to be a safe place that bridges the gap to bring education, love, and support to our students and their families. I urge you to not accept these cuts because what we do is more important than just a Band-Aid fix that would meet budget requirements for next year, but leave our students hanging out to dry for years to come. This so-called solution that is being proposed would have negative effects for years for Framingham Public Schools data, test reports, performance records, etc., but more importantly, it would have negative effects for the children that rely on the services we have promised them. You cannot undo this. Even if you bring the budget back a year from now, the damage and holes that this would create in students' education will already be done. Not to mention, I would have already lost my job. People are talking a lot about our lower enrollment numbers. Ask any of my colleagues over there about whether we feel less busy today than we did last year. I promise you, we don't. Ask us if our students need less support this year than last year.
That's time.
No.
Would you like to final wrap up?
If we need less time differentiating lesson plans or creating accessible materials for our students this year than last year, again, no. That's a definite, or if we spend less time worrying about our students' literal safety while supposedly off the clock at home with our families this year than we did last year, again, that's a definite no. Our students need us, and I urge you as the people who can determine the outcome for Framingham Public Schools and the students we serve to let my colleagues and I keep our jobs. Let us be there for our students by saying no to these budget cuts. Thank you for your time.